Around 9 p.m. on Tuesday evening, the NYPD entered Columbia University to both clear out the pro-Palestine encampment and end the occupation of Hamilton Hall, now popularly known as Hind's Hall, after the 6-year-old Palestinian girl who was killed along with her family by Israel in Gaza. Video and witness testimony showed that the police encircled the encampment, going on to climb into the building and violently arresting students who had been staging the occupation since Monday night. Now, the takeover of Hamilton Hall was immensely symbolic, given that it comes 56 years after students at Columbia had occupied the same building in protest against the Vietnam War. Not only did the university attempt to use force to end this protest, it also tried to do so under a media blackout. Hours before the police were called in, the university went into lockdown. The media were largely not allowed in, and student journalists, many of whom were leading the coverage of the encampment over the past few weeks, found themselves facing arrest. They were told to stay indoors or suffer the consequences. Now, this is quite extraordinary, given that Columbia is home to the famous journalism school and the Pulitzer Prize, and so for journalists to face such harsh repression here is only likely to hammer home the point of the Palestine exception in both mainstream media and academia. Of course, it is here at Columbia where the mass movement of student resistance against the complicity of American universities in the occupation of Palestine began. And since it began here, the encampments have only mushroomed, moving to several dozens of universities across North America. Each time student protests have been met with police brutality, be it at NYU or in Emory in Georgia, or wherever university administrators have issued threats, students' resolve to continue their protests have only increased. In fact, the repression has brought more faculty and students to talk more about Palestine. It's not clear how this will end, but the events tonight at Columbia shows that the university has not just lost the argument, but it is quickly showing how committed it is to using violence to end student demands.